I am recording. Oh, wait. What do I need?
So am I. No,
okay,
it's cool.
Okay,
cool.
I'm sending you a quick snap, Rooney.
Oh, okay. Mobile communication.
Here we go.
Yep. Let's see. This is going to use up the Wi-Fi I have doesn't work. I'm using mobile data for this valuable snap you're sending me.
It's worth it.
Okay. Should I turn my volume up?
This is a quote from our Lord Jesus Christ. I've become recently fascinated with him after learning who he was.
I've learned of your Savior.
It's
a wonderful man. Okay.
Yeah, I watched Last Temptation of Christ, Passion of the Christ, and Life of Brian all in 1 week.
Oh yeah.
So I'm very well versed in Christ now.
I'm an expert at the Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to tap to view. Again, does it have volume? Should I?
No.
Okay, all right. This is just a picture of you holding a Monster Hydro.
It is accomplished! Okay.
You found it. You bought a Monster Hydro.
All right.
This has nothing to do with Jesus. You lied to me.
I'm cracking this open. There's not going to be a pop or hiss because
I watched a documentary about a bunch of African guys who came to the West. I think it was Britain. And
I've also seen that documentary, probably.
It's the one where it starts snowing and the guy looks out the window and the narrator goes, "For Joe, it just doesn't add up." And he looks at this guy.
Yeah.
He looks at this guy and goes, "No," in the most matter-of-fact way. Oh, it's amazing.
I've
But
seen
in that same one, they're in a mall during Christmas time, and he just looks in the camera and he goes, "What?" And he sees the Santa and all the trees and everything, and he goes, "What does this have to do with the birth of Christ?" But okay, so you cracked it open.
Well, I actually haven't yet. I'm lighting my cigar.
No, you're not.
I'm lighting a cigar right now. Hold on.
You're renting a place. You can't light a cigar.
Just did, motherfucker.
Do you not have a smoke detector?
The only smoke detector I need is my mouth.
I hope your door's closed. I hope your windows are open. Are you actually allowed to smoke in there?
Well, probably not.
Oh my God! You're gonna have to. They're gonna. When you
one gar is going to be life or death.
When your lease is up, they're gonna smell it. They're gonna make you pay to replace the whole fucking upholstery. You're fucked.
Cigar smell leaves in like 3 days. And this is the only cigar I'm going to smoke my entire time living here. So,
all right.
I'm actually finishing the second half of a cigar that I started to commemorate the end of Jesus Week.
Oh. It's just gonna make the Monster Hydro taste like garbage. You're not gonna really get it's not really a palate.
It actually opens up the flavors, please.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so I cracked it open. There was no pop or hiss because it is not carbonated.
No hiss.
I can't finish this because I have not had caffeine in about a week. So this would kill me to finish. So here we go.
I have caffeine pretty regularly, and monsters still almost kill me when I finish them.
The back says, Waterworld! 70% of Earth is covered with water.
Oh my God, fucking monster. It's just the worst, the shit they write on their cans, really. Like, the people... It
worked for me.
I've gained a newfound hatred for marketing writers. Because, like, most people hate marketers, and I don't really care. But the fucking writing, because I sit right in front of someone who writes for a company now, and the fucking generic, just Gnosticisms they write, it's just like the fact that they get paid for that shit. It's just like, we're striving to build a family of community.
It's hard to have that little integrity.
It's the same fucking shit every time. It is just embarrassing.
That's where the big bucks are. Lowest common denominator. Be as inoffensive as possible.
We're working to form a.
Let me tell you how Monster Hydro is.
Leadership. Yeah. Okay.
Going in for the first sip.
Is it Gatorade? Is it caffeinated Gatorade?
Hold on. That was the first sip. I'm kind of I'm gonna take a drag of the cigar here.
I don't know. All right.
Did you smell? Did it? We're breathing in my microphone. Okay. One more sip.
Gotcha. Yep. You got to finish it before you start talking about it like review, bruh.
Okay. One more for good measure. Hold on.
Okay. I don't watch Review Bra's videos. I don't watch Report of the Week, but I saw a screenshot of one of his latest videos, and he's got a Burger King burger, and he's taking a fucking blacklight to it. How is it?
It's Gatorade.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This would be really good to put vodka in.
Everything's good to put vodka in. I've tried to stop buying vodka, and it's just like, man, it just goes into it's great for everything. You put it in have you ever had vodka that's been in a freezer?
Oh yeah.
I just put it in a I did that a couple of days ago. I just put it in the freezer for a while, and it turns into like really cold, sweet corn syrup that tastes slightly alcoholic. It's very strange.
Yeah. I didn't know until recently that Moscow Mules are a girly beverage. They're for ladies.
Of course they are.
What?
Oh my god, dude.
I thought it was manly holding that cup.
It tastes good. It's a girly drink.
That's fine. I got my Dark and Stormy. That's a man's drink, right? It's got whiskey in it.
What's in there?
Whiskey, ginger beer, and lime.
Nope.
Fuck!
Sorry.
You know what is a man's drink? It's
come on, buddy.
Monster Hydro Meat and Green. My leg is shaking. I can't stop tapping the floor.
It's been 30 seconds.
I have songs stuck in my head from the year 2008.
I mean, that's just how I live.
Now I'm just nervously dragging the cigar in the hopes that this nicotine will calm my caffeine rush.
I drank a Monster today, but I didn't get a headache. I think either because I was doing things and not just sitting still, or because I took a bunch of magnesium. I'm going to keep doing that.
All right.
That's not funny. That's not a bit. That's just me. That's just me.
That's just your life. Yeah, I'm going to have a sip of my man's drink, Dark and Stormy. Oh, man. Talking about man. Got that manime.
Yeah, a lot of manime this week. A lot of big burly dudes.
Just man shit. Top to bottom.
I mean, actually, we pretty much ignored. I don't know if Devilman is a man show, but I want to apologize for not talking about Devilman because it's not on any of the lists. It's on Netflix.
It's a Netflix show, right? Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's going crazy about it, and it's Masaki Yuasa.
Whoa!
Which I didn't know. I saw everyone talking about it, like, yeah, fucking whatever. Then I found out it was Yuasa, and I still haven't watched it because I'm a fucking idiot. It's probably going to be my favorite show of the year when I finally get around to watching it, but we're not going to talk about it for this season.
My man
Sorry.
Yuasa.
Hey, it's my man. I'll fight you over Yuasa.
He can be both of our man. He's enough man for everybody.
Gross.
These anime were not made by Masaki Yuasa.
No, we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with Masaki Yuasa.
Pretty fucking far from that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
How's that?
I've consumed maybe a fifth of the hydro, and any more than that will be too much caffeine.
Don't just fucking chug it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna save the rest for tomorrow because
if you just drink a whole bunch, it'll even out.
Oh my god.
Maybe.
I also think I'm gonna put out this cigar because I'm like, I don't want throat cancer, so.
I think it's more lip cancer. Maybe it's both. I don't know. It's a bunch of different cancers.
Speaking of cancer.
Did you watch Miira no Kaikata?
Boy, did I.
That's great. It's a manga by 8-Bit. It's a manga being adapted by 8-Bit.
Wow.
Actually, I want to retract that last. So, okay. I don't want to influence your... Tell me your experience with Miira no Kaikata.
Okay, so I got as far as the opening before I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be bullshit. Because it's just a cute... It's just an anime that's exploiting, like, this is a cute, helpless thing. Isn't that cute and funny? And and the opening it looked like he wasn't going to have much character at all because it doesn't have a face. It's the premise is that this kid gets a fucking he basically gets a mummy in the mail. And he has to take care for this little tiny adorable mummy. And I'm like, okay, it doesn't have a face, so how much character can it really have? And as the show went on, I either stopped caring enough to where I was enjoying it, or the show actually managed to make him make the mummy be enough of a character to where I was kind of into it. It's not high art. A lot of it is moe by helplessness for 22 minutes, but that was kind of cute. That's my take. The main character is nothing.
Sure, yeah. It's okay. It sounds like you had a similar, but not quite as intense experience as I did, because I don't know if I've ever come around on a show as much as with this one. I went from like a 0 to like a solid 7 in the course of 24 minutes, which was very impressive.
It's a good mummy. It's a pretty good mummy. It is just small enough to where it's
like 4 inches tall.
Yes.
It's like, why is it a mummy? It doesn't make any sense. It could be anything. Why a mummy? It's just it's like the dark subtext, is that this is some kind of ancient Egyptian fetus that's been resurrected.
You can't open the fucking unravel the bandages or anything, which probably unleashes some sort of curse or it dies.
And it's an Egyptian mummy, but it comes in a first of all a full size human casket, but it has a cross on it. None of this makes any sense at all.
I'm with you.
But he's fucking so cute.
Yeah.
It's like, oh god, he's hopping around. He just wants to be loved, and that's it. And
the best gag in the entire show is when it knocks on the book as if it's a door. That shit is too good. So like the mummy leaves its giant casket, and it wants to go back inside. And the main character is like kind of trying to train it like a dog, so he puts his book in front of it to keep it from running back into the casket, and it's just fucking adorable. That said, I started to lose interest once the dog showed up. I don't know if that makes sense.
Sure, I don't know. Yeah. When he puts it back in the casket and then it starts leaking and he opens it up and he's just crying. Oh.
It's
Oh my gosh.
It's pleasant. It's pleasant. Like it's
He takes a bath with the mummy.
Yeah, and the mummy gets all bloated and fat. That's cute.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just cuteness only goes so far. The gags are pretty good. I just don't know how long they can keep those up.
Yeah, you have to find creative ways to keep being cute, like the door thing. That's somewhat original. You got to keep it fresh.
It's those are good size related gags, and I think it's basically the perfect size, which is odd. So this is now listen to me here. It's a very specific thing to praise.
The science of cuteness.
If this thing is any larger or smaller, it doesn't work as well.
Right.
It's like if it's like kid size, that's creepy. If it's any smaller, then it's just not. It's just ridiculous.
And it's a weird science experiment.
Yeah. But here, it's just like perfect moe helplessness. It's. I guess a lot of the jokes are probably going to come from the interactions with the other creatures that we saw in the opening. And
all of his friends are going to get little familiars or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And that's cute. I bet that'll be entertaining. I think there's an audience for this who is really going to enjoy it. Mainly girls who shop at Hot Topic. But I can't invest.
It's not edgy. What do you?
What?
It's not like
it's like the little dog from fucking Invader Zim. It's like that kind of.
It's like there's no punk element to this. This is just a random Japanese cute show. This isn't.
It's I'm not. I see the merit in this. It's good. It's cute, but that I don't think that's something that would be could sustain for me personally.
I see.
But I appreciate your 7 and respect it.
The one thing they really didn't need was like the 5-minute build up to seeing the mummy when we already saw it throughout the entire opening, which they played.
Yes.
Really not necessary, guys.
This is again, it's just like pacing issues. It's not super well put together. It's a little bit ugly. The main character is bland, but the gags are good. So
also the one good bit I want to make note of is he gets with the mummy. He gets a giant letter from his dad, and he starts reading it in a really, really like disinterested, monotone voice. And then his dad takes over in a way more enthusiastic and silly voice, and that's a good bit.
I would hope that we would meet the dad before too long. He seems like he's a good time.
He's wacky world traveler.
Hey, son! Dad. Oh, I love you! Oh,
yep,
that kind of shit.
He's that guy.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
It's not bad. I mean, it seemed like it was gonna suck so bad. Like the first scene is like just it's him doing like some housekeeping, and nothing happens, and then it just cuts to the opening. It's just awful.
The opening is also like again, like how could this mummy be? Like it wants me to think it's cute. How could it be cute? And then it fucking is, and that's something that's good. And like it drops a carrot on itself. And I'm not as high on it as you are, but like I still respect how high on it you are. So that's respect is key in any sort of relationship. So
yeah, of course. The next one I have here is Hakumei to Mikochi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one. This is another manga, being done by Lerch. The main draw. What?
This name Lerch, still not a good name for a studio.
Lerch. The main draw for this manga seems to be the art. Seems to be pretty good. It's not just like a gag thing or anything. It seems to have art.
Yeah.
But this is a show about a couple of little ladies who live in the woods and they're small.
Little ladies is an appropriate description.
That's what they are. The little midget people.
They're little girls live in a little tiny house, and they make friends with bugs because they're the same size.
Yeah, I don't know if they're just small or if everything is really big. I guess that's kind of the same.
That's the twist. The twist is that everything else is really big.
Yeah, are there going to be huge humans at some point, or
this is just
a world where the humans are midget looking and really small? I don't know.
They're really chibi-ish,
yes.
Which leads me to believe that wouldn't work if they were full-sized. So yeah.
It's got a very painted look to it.
It looks quite nice. There's not a ton of movement, which can be expected if you have this kind of detail.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like frame inside of a frame, so like they'll have like basically a cutout of a larger image overlapped on top of another one. I don't know if that makes sense, but there's a lot of like techniques to hide how little is actually going on inside of these frames. Little flourishes.
Yeah, it's mostly concerned with comfiness. It's just kind of there's a lot of, I don't even know what the instrument is called, but the country instrument where you're in the country, like Ireland. I don't know what the hell it is. Some kind of woodwind. I don't know. But the first half of this episode is it's like the first thing, and it's just sort of like they're chilling out, they're hanging out in the woods, and then there's this whole thing about how she gets reunited with a bird she knew from her childhood or something that she made minestrone.
I'm glad that you're also struggling with pronunciation of minestrone.
I'm realizing I've never really heard anyone pronounce
never
it.
Say that. Never said it out loud.
Always forget if it's minestrone or minestrone.
Thank God I'm not the only one.
I think it's minestrone, but E sounds weird. It's like minestrone. No, that's not it.
There's a decent % chance that you say minestrone and somebody makes fun of you or you sound like a jackass, but it's probably right.
Hold on, I'm just going to look it up.
Can I get the minestrone?
Minestrone is pronounced minestrone.
Okay, so we're good. It does sound stupid.
Minestrone. But yeah, it's like I was just feeling like this seems like too big of an adventure for the first half of the first episode, because they end up riding the bird because it's grown up and it's huge, and then she makes a bunch of minestrone for it, and then the second half of the episode is her losing her wallet. It's like
you're entirely on the same wavelength as me with this.
As usual.
It's like, yeah, but like, it's almost like this has to lead to another grand adventure. How do you follow this up? And it's just fucking slice of life, them going shopping,
They're
like
just hanging out in the market, which is nice. It's just uneven.
But like maybe that unevenness works in its favor, where you could have a particularly like small, like just a very, very focused episode on one very small part of life. Let's say like there's a bottle episode where they don't even leave the house, and the next episode is the next half is a grand adventure. Like that could be kind of fun. You know what I mean? But
right.
But that being said, I didn't find much really compelling here outside of like the second half of the episode seems kind of unfocused, and it really started. My interest started to drift around.
Yeah, there's a lot of shots and world building that I like. You know, like when they're on the dock of the market at sunset, and they're everyone in the town singing a song to signify the end of the day, and that's really nice and atmospheric. But hey, too much monster, you're losing it. You can't even breathe. But yeah, the characters don't seem very distinctly personified. You know, they're just sort of normal. One of them seems like a bit more of a wimp, but they're not really like that.
They don't pop. They don't pop off the screen. You don't immediately you can't place them.
Yeah, they don't have a really strong dynamic.
But that's ultimately, I think, the core failing of the show. Like, because when they go into town, one of them has a reputation in town, and all of the shopkeepers know her. But you never really get ow, fuck! It just burned the fuck out of my finger. You never really get a super adequate reason as to why. Like, I guess she's particularly worldly, but she's so meek. I don't know. I don't know what they're going for with her. And there's a gag that works pretty well where she a shopkeep will ask for her opinion or offer her something, and everybody else tries to one up. But what about her is so special to where these shopkeepers want to impress her? I don't know. Yeah,
it's something like she's good at critiquing or something, so they all value her. I don't know. I mean, it's nice. I like the idea of just everyone in town is really friendly and they're all giving her stuff. It's like Topical Market.
That's that comfy everyone's your friend in this town atmosphere.
Sure.
But
this would be a good show to just fall asleep to. Not even in a bad way.
I was gonna say this is a sleepy time show.
It's it's just quiet. There's not a lot going on. It looks nice, and you can just kind of fucking just lay down and just. Ooh.
Yeah, that was
just
especially at the beginning of the second half where I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna drift off. I'm not gonna be able to finish the rest of this shit.
I don't know.
It's not bad. It doesn't leave a super strong impression other than it looks good. At least it's trying something. That's admirable. Whether or not it succeeds remains to be seen.
Yep. Moving on. You watched the shorts, I think I saw.
I sure did.
All right. Then you watched Dagashi Kashi 2.
Sure did. AKA Jap snack propaganda. What is
the last one was? The first season was winter 2016. We talked about that. How crazy is that? 2 years. How the fuck has it been 2 years since Dagashi Kashi?
Still kicking, baby.
Yeah, still based on a manga. This season is Tezuka. It was Feel last time. Feel.
End of Evangelion is 20 years old, motherfucker.
Well, that doesn't give me any. I was barely alive for that one. I
know, but it's something that is still influential to this day. It's still as relevant as ever.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about that later. But
yes, we fucking will.
We really are on the same page. Remember how Dagashi Kashi wasn't very good?
No, I only watched the first episode.
All right, well now it's looks match.
Now it does look quite butt.
It looks a little butt. I don't know. It's that again. The girl is just candy themed Haruhi basically, but even more bad shit.
It's got
Saya
them.
is still the best.
The lady's got them crazy eyes, and I kind of like it.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely her basically only appeal. I just wish she would shut the fuck up sometimes. The only thing I liked about this first episode, which isn't even part of the episode because it's a real thing, is Big Katsu.
Fucking A.
It's just a thing called Big Katsu.
Still
and
smoking that gar, by the way.
I thought you put it out.
Back to the fucking. I'm back on the horse. I'm off the wagon.
I'm back on my bullshit.
Yeah.
Big Katsu isn't chicken. It's just a fish paste pancake with katsu on it.
Having only seen the first episode of last season, I like it.
The first season.
Yes, yeah, of the previous season. Yeah, I enjoy. I like very specific cultural gags that are about food. And again, I call it Jap snack propaganda because they're just talking about different Japanese snack brands.
Yeah, it's a little too advertisement-y for me because like you can tell that they can only say good things about it and they can't really make that many jokes about it, and it's just her explaining the candy to you.
Her being that much of a fan of it is a gag in and of itself to me.
It doesn't seem genuine though. She's just shouting about it. It's not like it doesn't never feels to me like she actually enjoys it.
I prefer it that way.
That's terrible.
That's fucked up. I want to take that one back. Oh, good God. Yeah. So I don't know. Like I didn't watch enough of the previous one to get burned out. So I don't know.
Yeah, the romance part's bad because nothing ever goes anywhere. I
didn't see a fucking inkling of romance in this one. This was all about.
Well, yeah, the first one. Maybe they'll tone that down since it's only 12 minutes this time. Maybe it's just sweets this time. Who knows?
I also enjoy anything that shits on Italian cooking. So like,
this Japanese fucking instant noodle shit is just as good as
I fucking
real
love
ass
that.
Spaghetti.
I really love that. I like. Italians get particularly offended by that stuff, so they're very animated, heated people. So imagining somebody watching this fuming brings me joy.
I mean, I'm not even Italian. It almost made me angry. This fucking instant ramen and just being like, it's so good. I can't believe it.
That's great.
Fucking
that's great.
Shut up. And then it's like, you're supposed to use the other half of this mix to make a soup. What? Go fuck yourself. I'm not using the ramen mix to make an after dinner soup, you fucking weirdos.
It reminds me of something that David would do as a joke, so that makes me happy. It's like presenting a $3.50 Red Baron and saying that it's like better than any pizza that a state could produce and being right. I've been eating a lot of Red Baron recently.
I bet, yeah.
It's pretty sparse down here. It's pretty sparse.
I'm trying to take the path of making all my own food, and it's a real fucker, but I like it. It's enjoyable.
Yeah,
it's nice.
You talking about making chili made me want to make something, and then I realized that I share a kitchen, so I don't want to do that.
I bet that could be kind of a pain, yeah, but when you make something and it actually comes out perfect, it is immensely satisfying. Mm-hmm. I made some pork chops tonight.
Nice.
And this isn't a bit. This isn't funny. I apologize. It's just me bragging, but I fucking ate that shit and I was like, I can't fucking believe I made this. It was unbelievable.
I've definitely had moments like that before where you come through on a dish and you're like, holy fuck, like I made something. Like it's
just
definitely
an hour of perilous, like, I'm fucking this up, shit, and then it comes out great. It's just perfect.
When I finally made a burger that was as good as any burger I'd ever made in my entire life, I felt like I had achieved. It was my white whale. Because
making a good burger is tougher than you expect. Yeah,
I made probably about 100 burgers, and then it was like I made the perfect pan burger, just juicy, explode in your mouth, like just ooh-wee, and it was like I was coming again for the first time. Also, that time that we fried shit, it was really good. Was also quite enjoyable.
That Yeah, that made
the poutine. The poutine in particular was like that was
poutine was out of control.
That was a highlight of my cooking life, because we set out to make poutine with no idea of how to make poutine, having never made it before, and we came out on the side that was something that was just wonderful.
We did that twice, didn't we? Where we fried stuff in the woods. My memories are hazy. Yeah, we did it twice, because the first time was more of a baking batter, I think.
Yes.
And the second time we made more of a beer batter. We literally made a beer batter.
Yeah.
And then we made so many onion rings that we ate a bunch of them, and Connor threw up in projectile vomit in the woods.
This is all checking out, because the first time Steven went, it was just Steven and us, and then the second time we brought the squad.
I put so much salt in that beer batter. I think that might have been what made Connor puke, because like we just kept making them, and the onion rings didn't seem salty enough, so I just kept putting salt in the batter until it was like, it was obviously way too much, and I just kept going like 3 times, and it was so much salt.
One of the greatest revelations to me was realizing that the deep fried Twinkie wasn't just excessive.
That's not a meme. That's
no, it's
just,
genuinely.
You actually have to do that.
It elevates it.
As far as I'm concerned, that's like the only way to eat a Twinkie now.
I am fucking so on the same boat. It's like, it makes it like a delightful fluffy pancake with butter in it, like just sweet butter. And that was when I realized that cooking was an art.
I found this fucking recipe. I got the slow cooker, I got the crock pot, and I found this recipe that sounds so ridiculous, but everyone swears by it. It's called the Mississippi roast.
Oh shit!
And you put a gigantic beef chuck roast in the slow cooker, and you top it with a jar of pepperoncinis.
Yeah. And then you also, what is it, ranch?
It's a packet of ranch dressing mix, just the powder, and a packet of gravy mix, just the gravy, just the powders, and like half a stick of butter.
Fuck.
And I tried it, and it was pretty good. I made it today, and I haven't eaten, like, I'm gonna make sandwiches out of it. I tried it, and it scalded my mouth, so I don't know if I've got the full flavor experience.
Making like pulled chicken in a crock pot is like, it's the same thing, where you're just put 4 chicken breasts boneless in the crock pot, pour an entire bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's on there, close that bitch, let it go for 4 hours, and you're like, oh my god, this is so tender and delicious. Sweet Baby Ray's.
Slow cooker is a miracle.
It is the bachelor savior for sure. Yeah, do you have a grill yet?
No, I don't. I mean, I gotta actually buy furniture before getting a grill, but I'm still concerned about putting that shit on my balcony.
You don't understand the bachelor life yet. The grill is the priority. And also, starting charcoal for the first 5 times is a nightmare, and then you will understand. Enough about cooking.
I didn't hear anything. You just said my headphones fell off while I took a shot. Anyways.
Can I go make another drink?
Yeah, go ahead.
Vamp for me.
What?
Vamp?
Install?
I think this is something that we discussed in the first or second episode, which is the concept of vamping, which is where you're going to fill airtime. We've never talked about this before. We have talked about you're not going to go back and find the clip, but vamping is something we've talked about on the podcast before.
Oh my god.
Way early on. I'll be back.
The idea of not remembering something is very concerning to me. It doesn't usually happen.
Got to get a journal, son.
Field notes. The important thing you got to remember is you got to brown the meat before putting it in the slow cooker. It gives it a lot of flavor. Just a little bit of vegetable oil, just like a teaspoon. Medium high heat, maybe even high. I think I used high heat, but it scares me. I don't know how. You watch these fucking cooking videos, and they put shit on high heat, and they just cook it for a while, and it doesn't splatter everywhere and burn everything, burn the butter and everything, burn the oil. I don't know how the fuck they do it. It doesn't smoke to shit. I don't know if it's because of the pans I have. I don't know if it matters if you have a non-stick pan or what. I don't know how they do it, but browning the meat is very important. But I made these fucking pork chops.
I'm back.
Hey.
I opened my door and realized my entire room was filled with smoke.
Oh, yeah, no, I bet. That's what happens.
My fire alarm's not going off, though.
That's a good sign.
Anyways,
I want to talk about Hakata Tonkotsu Ramens. I don't know. It's not that funny. It's just, I don't know.
It has ramens in the name.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's funny that I thought this would just be a ramen show, but it's a light novel by Satellite, which means it's going to be real good. It's within about 30 seconds you realize, whoops, this isn't a food show, because we got assassins, or like one assassin,
or a city of them.
Yeah, well, yeah, you find that out later, but there's a cross-dressing assassin, and then there's a salaryman wimp assassin who works for Red Rum Inc.
Boom.
And then he arrives at a city that's 3% assassins, 3% hitmen.
Good God.
It's fucking Academy City for hitmans. It's just ridiculous. It's so silly. The most ridiculous thing is that it's a city for hitmen, but there's only one legendary hitman who hitmens other hitmen. There's only one. You'd think that would be a really, really untapped market in a city that's 3% hitmen.
He's got a monopoly on it, man. They gotta fucking bring the trust busters in to fucking fix that shit.
Yeah, does he have some kind of special permit? What's going on? Is he have friends in the FCC? What's happening?
This show is anti-cool. It's like trying to be cool.
It's got the jazz, it's got the fake jazz, it's got the Baccano
Baccano is relevant because of do rah rah rah, and this is like seems to me like it's trying to be do rah rah rah, where you have a bunch of different factions in a city and it's all hip and cool.
This first episode is just a bunch of scenes cutting between different groups of assassins just talking about assassinating.
It's fucking real bad.
It's not good.
It's ugly. It's cluttered. It's really hard to follow because all the characters are ugly and they're not memorable in any particular way. The assassinations themselves are lame.
They don't even show them.
There's there's just one guy gets abducted. Let's see what else. It's bad.
For one thing, that first scene showing the Japanese nightlife, I don't know why it's kind of weird. I guess this doesn't even just pertain to this show. I've just never considered it before, but it's just all of this Japanese nightlife, and it's just all Caucasians. It's just all whites.
Well, no,
they just
the Japanese people aren't banging. They're not out there in the streets.
I guess not. I mean, the Japanese people like to drink and eat ramen at night.
There's that river where everybody just goes and gets drunk by it. That's pretty cool. I'd like to go there.
Someday, man, we're gonna go to Japan. We're gonna drink the big beers. What are they? Asahi or something on a riverbank.
And we can go. Baha!
Yes, I mean that's really only after a hot spring, but sure, we'll go blah at some point. But yeah, we got to drink the big Asahis But this show, there's a cross-dressing assassin, there's a pickpocket guy, there's a guy with an eye patch, there's a lady, there's a politician, there's a little girl who's with a guy, and then the cross-dresser teams up with some guy for an unknown reason. There's a cliffhanger. Fucking, I don't know, man. There's not much going on here.
That's a bad show.
That's not a good show. I don't know. There's not really much to say about it. He pops a balloon to check out a politician's bodyguard. That's kind of that's cool in theory. That's the only thing that's kind of interesting.
Super fucking lame because it's really anticlimactic and nobody immediately looks at him. You know, because that's what comes to mind for me is like, well, wouldn't everybody be on high alert and immediately see the dude who's got a fucking balloon in his hand, and he just kind of gets away with it?
Yeah, I don't know.
How we can get to Japan for $1,000?
It's more about time. I mean, you can get there. Also, you have to get back. Remember?
Well, no, that's round trip.
Oh, nice. You need a hotel. So much food.
Airbnb.
I mean, I'm sure we could both afford it. It's just the time. Also, I need to learn
2
Japanese.
weeks.
I need vacation first.
You don't need to learn Japanese. Ohio gozaimasu.
My fucking anxiety.
Watashi no name wa Isan.
I would go. I would fucking be out of my fucking gourd inconveniencing people because of my lack of language proficiency. I would kill myself.
Hello, my name is...
I would go to the suicide forest, and that blonde guy on the YouTube would find me, and he would go, "Dude, there's a dead body." Where? He would be like that.
I'm going to poke you with a stick.
Okay. You want to see a dead body?
My name is Takashi. Hello, foreigners. Where do you need to be directed to today?
What the fuck are you talking about?
These are Japanese people talking to us because they all know English really well.
No, they don't. It would be so awkward. They would just be like, "How do you do that? Goodbye?" And we'd be like, you know.
Is that your Japanese impression?
Well, it's my Japanese impression of a Japanese person doing English because they're very bad at it.
Burger King. Oh. Faro Road, Burger King. Wait, you know what it'd be? It would just be Tokyo Drift. I want to go to Japan as the lead actor from Tokyo Drift with that level of awkwardness.
Outback Steakhouse.
So, Dozo.
Wendy's. Want to talk about Beatless?
Yeah, this is a fucking bad one, man. Jesus fuck.
Okay. Counterpoint, finally.
Okay.
I didn't think it was that bad. This is the largest disagreement we've ever had.
This is the worst show of the entire season.
Oh, come on. What about fucking... I can find something worse. Hold on. Let's look at part 2. I don't know. This is
the worst show of the entire season.
Is this worse than Sanrio Danchi?
This is the worst show of the entire season.
Is this worse than Idolish 7?
The climax of this episode is a car driving down an alleyway for 5 minutes during exposition. This is the worst show of the entire season. Fuck this show so hard. This is the most over-directed. This show has no right to be up its own ass so hard.
Is it really worse than Dame Prince Anime Caravan?
Dame Prince Anime Caravan is meant to be bad. This is the worst show of the entire season. It is hot garbage. The first like 2 minutes of this show are just text on the screen and then zero audio over top of people in shadow in a laboratory.
What about Grand Crest Senki?
Fuck this show.
What about Toji no Miko?
Fuck this show.
The red-haired girl, she's got the boobs.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about no titties. No, the only thing I give a fuck about is quality anime. This is ass cheeks. It overly explains itself while at the same time not having any sort of world to really explain. There are several shots in this episode that are just like not the main girl, but like this other red-haired girl standing and trying to act cool in front of explosions that she caused. This is bad. This is a mess. Fuck this show.
It's definitely not good, but it is a light novel being animated by Dio Media, which is a great combo. So we get introduced. There's a bunch of girls. There's a smirking girl and there's a spinning girl, and they got outfits. There's a lot of dark ambience. And then there's like a flashback of, it's like a little boy and he's watching this science experiment through a glass window, and he's like wide-eyed and like, smiling, going like, "Ha!" But then you see it's just like a naked girl on a operating table with a bunch of electrodes.
Terrific.
attached to her head. It's like, oh, well, of course he enjoys it, you fucking little perv. Like, it's not this isn't Wonderment. This little 8-year-old has a fucking huge ass boner.
We need an insert shot of his boner. Just a big old pole.
Just a big close up, yeah. Then he's in school, and it's like there are a couple things about this that it's like future.
There's a couple things about this. It's like future.
It's like future, man. I've had a few drinks. There's a. I can't believe I said that. But they have.
I do that every episode. It's cool.
Yeah, right? Yeah, they have like air conditioned uniforms, and that's
stupid.
It is stupid, but I like the way they do it, and that they don't bring that much attention to it. They just kind of do it real quick, where he just adjusts a thing on his wrist, and it's like, now it's cool, and then they don't make a big deal out of it. That's the right way to do sci-fi. And there's another thing where he buys groceries and they...
No. And the right way to do sci-fi is you have, like, a scene where he establishes that it's way too fucking hot rather than him just doing it unprovoked. He just does it. Like, there's never, like,
that's
oh, my
true.
God, atsui. Oh, so hot. But no, he just does it. And it's like, this is amazing technology that we have in this future world.
But yeah, he's got a few friends, and then okay, so it's established. This is very bad. It's established that he's the only one that the show has to pretend that in the future where there's robots, everyone wouldn't love and humanize and adore robots. So,
this isn't even that distant of a future. This is pretty close to where we live now.
And so he's the only one that likes and helps out the robots, which is just stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Like, everyone on this planet is an empathy-less monster. But then it's also stupid that he the way they show him helping out a robot is to help out a robot lady who is helping a robot old lady cross the street. I don't know if the old lady's a robot.
I think she's a human.
But it's... Someone's already helping this old lady cross the street, and then he just helps her too, and it looks so dumb. It's just two people helping an old lady. I don't even really get the concept of helping an old lady cross the street to begin with, because it's like, if she's out, she can walk, and it's like, the cars can see her, I'm sure. So that's already a little silly, and then when there's two people, it's just like, man.
This sounds a lot like you're saying that this is the worst show of the season.
It's not the worst, no. Because, I don't know. It's pretty bad. Like, I'm not really... It's just, I think there's worse stuff. But they find a robot arm, and they report it to the police because there's people who don't like the robots. And then, okay, first, one good thing. All three characters here, they have little sisters. So that's nice. So then they talk. And then there's a big scene. There's an explosion at a factory. And basically, this turns into David Cage's Detroit, the animation. That game's not even out yet, but we know.
I hope that game comes out.
Why?
Because I loved Heavy Rain.
Did you like Beyond Two Souls?
I plan to play it. I actually was planning on... I have a friend who owns a PS4, and I'm going to borrow his PS4 and play Beyond. Because they did the remastered version.
Oh, did they?
I feel like I'm probably the audience for art house video game bullshit.
It's not even art house. I mean, it's just sort of... I don't know. It's just like drama, but Detroit looks so awful. It's just so it's just so terrible in every way. It's the most cliched fucking garbage.
I like the initial E3 demo.
What about it?
Or the one from like 2013. It was pretty cool.
What was cool about it?
It looked a lot like Blade Runner video game, where I have to make the choices, which is cool.
I guess.
Remember that Carrot demo? Like that game, that tech demo? That was cool. That was a good tech demo. Kara.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was just Detroit, yeah.
Literal tech demo.
I see, I didn't like that. What if robots had emotions?
But then you get to play it.
Oh, my God.
I get to be the one that decides that robots should be humans.
But yeah, there's a helicopter fight, and there's a bunch of fighting girls, and one of them's got a butt and boobs, and she's got red hair.
Quite hilarious, because they're CGI, and like at one point they kind of get knocked off their path.
Stop flicking the lighter, Jesus.
Well, I'm flicking it so I can start the cigar again.
Let's just do it once.
Smooth.
I should buy it. Wait, no, I can't. I should smoke on my balcony.
Yeah, I don't know. Like once every 6 or 7 months or so, I get a cigar, and I briefly enjoy it. This is the best one I've had so far. So if you're looking for a cigar, this is $5.
What is it?
I got an Oliva Series G.
What is it? A graphics card? Oh yeah, 4.8 stars on cigarsinternational.com.
Oh, damn, I fucking picked that shit based... I'm like, this looks like it'll be a good cigar. Yeah, this is like $4. $5.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
That's great ratings.
Boy,
I sure stars on the Google search. Yeah, nice. What else happened? Yeah, so she beats the helicopter. And then Meme Frame Corporation.
That was great. I'm like, yes.
Meme Frame.
I'm going to turn my fan on so I don't...
So you don't get fucking evicted. Jesus, man.
I'm also going to open my door a little bit.
Hope that security deposit wasn't too big.
It was only a month's rent.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't think the smoke detector in my room works anyway.
Did you do a walkthrough with your landlord?
No. What do you mean by that?
It's when you tell them all the shit that's wrong or damaged with the place so that you don't get charged for it when you leave?
Yeah, they had us fill out paperwork.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't do one, and it's been a week, and I'm just gonna send the real estate agent I'm renting this place through a gigantic autistic list of every tiny thing that's damaged or wrong.
That's called being a good renter.
I mean, yeah.
And covering your fucking ass, because they will fuck you.
Yeah, I just hope it hasn't been too long. It's been like a week and a few days, but otherwise...
I think there's like a legal time based on when you're supposed to submit that.
Huh.
Ours was 48 hours, but, I don't live in the same state as you, so... Anyways, okay. I don't like this show.
Well, hold on. But he meets... First of all, what about the emoji though? What about when she's on the couch, she's slacking,
she's sliding down? I'm like, this is designed specifically to cater to one specific audience.
Right here, baby.
Not me.
What's the matter with you? What's wrong, buddy? What's going on, big guy? You okay?
Up? I like women now.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay. I'm not going to inquire. But he talks to his robot friend, Mrs. Mary, and she goes crazy because confetti is falling from the sky. And then he almost gets choked to death by her, but he gets saved by this blue girl named Lacia. And then, first of all, there's a scene where he's like, we should leave. And she's like, no, you have to fight. And then he's like, you're right. Let's leave. And that's not a joke. Like, that's the whole scene. He's just like, we should go. And then she's like, no, you have to you have to do it. And then he's like, okay, let's run away. And then they run away. And then it's time for a contract. It's time for a contract.
You need to be my master.
Got to make a contract with this Ray clone. There's always a contract. And then there's pounding EDM. And then there's a 5-minute scene of this dude like signing her EULA. Which
at least he read the entire thing.
It could be funny, but it's very poorly executed. Where it's like it's not funny. It's played kind of straight. She's just explaining all this shit to him while she's holding off a car. It's not very good. And then she doesn't have emotions, but it's going to turn out that she has emotions, and they're going to develop a bond.
He's going to teach her to be a real girl.
A real girl, and she cooks and cleans, and that's nice. And there's probably gonna be a scene where she offers him sex and he denies it, right? There's got to be, right?
I'm designed for more than just battle. Gets her fucking cans out.
Is that a real line from something that almost sounds like it's real, or you could have just made it up?
I just made that up on the spot.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Thank you.
But then
I'm a writer.
Oh, well, I'm a writer. But then the ED is Emoto themed. It's all the Emotos and they're hanging out. It's not that bad. It's a
Audience.
Solid 5.
Yeah, this is booty cheeks.
Yeah.
Fuck this. Specifically where the climax of the show is him like, you need to sign this contract before the car crashes into us. Whoa! But no thank you.
I really struck a bad chord with you. Okay.
Didn't like that show one bit.
All right. What's that?
I'm just like, we should talk about a good show.
Yeah, like Killing Bites.
Let's go!
A manga adaptation by Leiden Films. The title, it just reminds me of Vampire Suck. I just can't stop thinking about that.
Man, Killing Bites.
Killing Bites. Whoa. I like this exposition because it's like 5 seconds and it's like, yo, gambling exists, and then it's off to the show. But this is about a guy who gets caught up in some rough business, and by rough I mean rape.
It's pretty. That was the first scene of the entire show is a girl getting abducted so that she could be raped, which is pretty fucking heavy.
It's almost raped.
I'm like, holy shit, this is really explicit, and it kind of sets the tone for the rest of the show.
No, it doesn't, because it's mostly it's like almost a comedy. It's like an action comedy.
No, not tone. It sets the stage for like, okay, this is gonna be, this girl's got her fucking titties out, and it's gonna be edgy.
Well, she doesn't really have them out, but it's like, yeah, it's like, this is a hog. Whoops! Looks like you kidnapped the wrong broad, suckers, and then she kills him.
Yeah.
Whoopsie. But the rape driver, he's regretful, and he's kind of our main.
The sequel to Kisniver, Rape Driver.
Rape Driver. Well, there's our episode title. I've been looking to get rape in one of our titles one of these days.
Oh my god!
There's been so many.
That's the actual episode title.
Yeah, no, of course.
I've been looking to get rape in one of our episode titles.
It's too long. But she takes the driver to a big garbage dump complete with bodies, and fights a big lion guy. And then it turns out, or it just ends up, I don't know why she has to be this dude's bodyguard, but she does. And then that's it. And so everyone's not a lycanthrope. They're all what's the word? I wrote it down here. Therianthrope, which is like, I
believe the term you're looking for is animorph.
They're animorphs, but they don't because they don't turn into the animals. They just turn into like just the top half of their limbs, the outermost half of their limbs turn into their. You remember the Animorphs books? You remember those? Well, yeah. You ever read any of them shits? No. It was really fucked up. Basically they could stay as an animal for a period of time, and if they went over that period of time, they would permanently be transformed into that animal. Oh no. How often did that happen? There were like 2 characters who got permanently transformed into bullshit animals. It was really was it because they were bad people? Was that their comeuppance? No. These were characters we liked. Oh no. Who were permanently transformed into like deer and shit. I feel like I almost saw the covers. I never actually read any Animorphs. I was more of a Goosebumps guy. Yeah, well, I was more of a Goosebumps guy too. Come on. Who wasn't? I'm not a furry, man. Oh yeah, no fucking. Yeah. Who would jerk off to that? Anyways, I like women now. But it's one thing about this. They look so dumb when they transform. Yeah, they do. Like they're wearing a fucking. Yeah. It's like they're wearing a animal suit just on their arms and legs. This just adds to my enjoyment. This is trash. I love it. It's like silly. This is like
fucking bottom of the barrel. Like, it's basically going to be like a battle show or like an arena battle show where it's just like pit this character up against this other character. These are their abilities.
Yeah, these are their animals. Yeah.
It's got titties. It's got fighting.
They put a lot of focus on her. She's very muscular, very perky in the titty area.
Yeah, and she's like hot and cold because when she's in the fight mode, she's a vicious creature. And then when she's a lady, she's like, oh, yeah, she's so good. I love these panukekus.
Yes, yeah, very gap moe they call that.
I'm about that gap. This is my kind of trash.
Her animal is she feels no fear because she's a honey badger.
Great, fuck yeah.
Which I guess isn't a meme started by Far Cry 3. I guess the honey badgers actually are just motherfuckers.
Isn't that awesome?
That's very good.
It's that's the perfect because she's not the strongest, but she's fearless, and that's perfect for your anime protagonist.
Right.
I'm sold. One ticket sold to Killing Bites, motherfucker.
Yeah, I like it when there's people watching them fight from a satellite camera, and the old man licks the screen. He's just like, "Yes, you'll do well."
This is basically like exploitation, like grindhouse anime.
Right.
Like it's just it knows what you want. It fucking gives it to you.
I didn't like how. The main character and her, they're kind of get this budding relationship, but then he gets totally fucking cucked by this businessman owner guy, who she's way more into. I don't like that at all.
He'll win her over when he turns into a monster, probably.
I hope so. And then towards the episode, like all this stuff, and then towards the very end, it's like normally when a show's got nipples, they just do that instantly. They play that card. We don't get nipples until like 18 minutes in.
Yeah.
Where he, she's his bodyguard, but she just sends him out to get groceries without her for some reason, which isn't a very smart thing to do.
She's trying to draw out potential assassins.
And a lady approaches him and just opens up a trench coat, and we get nips way into this episode. It's nice. It's very nice.
It's the icing on the cake. It's that cherry on top of the whole thing.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
And then he gets Ace Ventura spike through the leg, which is good.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So
Killing Bites.
The show could be worse. Yeah, no, it's actually
based on the art and like the just the preview, not the preview, but like the preview art that I've seen. I'm like, oh, this looks like trash, and it is, but it's my kind of trash. I have to fucking pee now.
You know what? So do I. Let's take a break.
All right. You with me now?
Yeah.
Are you in the room?
Yes.
All right. Cool. Killing Bites. Hell yeah.
Okay. Another short. Takunomi. Hey, wait a second. Hold on. There was another short. Mitchiri Neko.
Yes.
Okay, I had that at the top here. I forgot about it. Ooh, that was close. Mitchiri Neko is by...
I was gonna correct you if you would.
Oh, thank goodness. You got my back. Hello, Inc. And this is 3.5 minutes. And I was wondering, can this top Benanyan? And I don't even remember this. Wait a second. What is this? I watched this. My only note is, who gave these cats all these dangerously small boxes?
Nah.
Oh my god, I don't remember this at all. I'm going to have to watch this. Here, you talk about it. I have to rewatch.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, Mitchiri Neko is a show about cute cats doing cute things. It is 3.5 minutes long.
Oh, I remember this. Okay. No, I think I got it now. God, I must have watched this a while ago.
The first bit is cats getting stuck in boxes, which is one of my favorite things that cats do.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see. They play soccer, which is the worst of the gags in the first episode. What else? It seems to be a show that exists only to sell a product.
Or to fill time on a network.
If you'd like cute cats doing cute things, this is for you.
The outro was on a recorder. I like that. Or it makes use of a recorder.
There are a fuckload of different cats for you to relate to. I related to the one who's got a cowlick and does nothing all day.
There you go. You don't have a cowlick, though.
It's on the back of my head.
Oh, okay.
It's more of a spiritual cowlick, anyway.
Yeah. Tiny mullet, they call them.
Inoffensive, and again, cats getting stuck in boxes is kind of something I'm about. So.
Sure. But the other short, Takunomi.
Now we're fucking talking.
This was a manga. It shows by IMS. This is short, but it's 12 minutes, so it's not that short. Yeah, it says I had to watch. This is the last thing I watched before we recorded this. But it's about a girl who. Did they say this was a sorority? What the hell is this? Why is she here? What's going on?
This is a shared girls' home. It's just basically the roommates.
Okay, and is she in college? Is that what it is?
No. She's working at a business. She's a salesperson.
Oh, okay, so they're just roommates. All right.
Yep.
And so they drink beer.
Fuck yeah.
She's new to Tokyo, and they drink beer together.
I love it.
And the beer it's a real beer. I looked it up. It's something. I forget what it's called. Yes, something.
Ibisu.
And they explain how to drink it for a while, and it's just like, can't you just pour it at a 45-degree angle? Does she have to just keep pouring it and waiting for the head to go down? Like, I don't know if I think you just pour it at the right angle, and you can just get it on the first try. You can pour it all in. I'm no expert, but I don't think you have to do all that. She just keeps pouring.
I have also looked up this beer in the past 5 minutes, and people don't like it because it's a Japanese beer, which means it's basically the lightest beer you can get your hands on.
It's basically water, yeah.
Yeah, which is fine by me. I had some Kirin Ichiban recently. That's my Japanese beer experience up until this point. I had a 6-pack of that.
Japanese beer is made for salarymen who are drinking with their coworkers for 3 hours on a Wednesday night. So you're supposed to drink it like it's water. You're just supposed to drink like a fucking gallon of it and go home.
Which I like.
Yeah, it works for that purpose.
Look, they're not fucking drinking IPAs, okay, you motherfuckers. Yeah. I see you with your overalls. I see you in your fucking perfectly trimmed beards. You gonna fucking judge the Japanese salarymen because they're not drinking IPAs? Fuck you.
You sure showed them.
I liked this. I liked this short a lot. It's
just a bunch of eating and drinking and cooking.
Yeah,
it must be like what college is like. Is that what college is like? Tell me.
No,
okay.
Mostly it's smoking weed and like getting the munchies and cooking Red Barons from my experience. No, it's an ideal shared living experience that we can all draw from and be like, wow, this is the way we should be living our lives. But then, we are living our lives wrong.
Then there's like an emotional backstory that I didn't pay attention to from the main character. It's like, all right.
Was there?
Yeah, she says something about how she didn't fit in. I don't know what the hell it was.
This is also an entry to drinking problems in the work and how if you have drinking problems, and if you have a 9 to 5.
Oh yeah, there's a little warning on the bottom, like don't drink. Keep your afternoon drinking to a minimum. It says because there's a drunk character who's just always drinking. Yeah,
and she talks about how she started her first 9 to 5 and then developed a drinking problem because she loves that beer too much.
Do they even call it a problem, or does she just drink a lot?
No, it's she found she couldn't deal with her working life until she discovered Ibisu Biru.
Nice.
Comfy. I like it.
I think this could be 4 minutes, really.
Well, I don't know if it needs the first episode just had to introduce the characters, and now we can get to drinking good time.
The real meat.
Yeah, the heart, the core.
Bunch of girls drinking.
Yeah, it's another one of these shows, but I think this is superior to the other shows so far, in that the dynamic is that there's 4 of them rather than just one sad lady, and also they live together. That's my opinion on this show. This has got potential.
Yep.
I liked it.
Okay.
Now, my you may have noticed that on our spreadsheet where we say whether or not we've completed or downloaded a show yet.
Yes.
Mom, I just said nice.
No, I did notice that. That's yes.
That's how I feel about this show. Nice.
200% nice.
All right. We're there. That was the penultimate show.
Yes, which means there's one left.
You talking about them Franxx?
I need ballpark Franxx, my man.
Okay.
My mom lets me have 2 Franxx.
Yeah. Wow. How come your mom lets you have 2 of them Franxx?
Yeah.
Okay. So I said I wanted the first word on this.
Yes, but it is an original by Trigger.
This is an original by Trigger. Trigger has graduated from stealing from 80s mecha anime to stealing from the rebuild of Evangelion.
I mean, are they really stealing if they worked on it?
That's it. that was all I wanted to say, is that they are now taking from Evangelion, specifically rebuild.
What I mean, they were taking from Evangelion before, kinda. Well, I don't know.
Now more so than ever.
When were they stealing from 80s mecha?
Specific images and poses and iconography taken from 80s mecha.
What, like the Gunbuster pose?
Which they made.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
Well,
but now it's Evangelion. But now it's Evangelion.
You're definitely right that it is very rare that we see Evangelion ripoffs this shameless.
This is it ruined. I love Trigger. I've loved the things that they've made. This is borderline unenjoyable because of how shamelessly it just straight rips images and shots from Evangelion.
It's images, it's themes, it's tone. It's just everything. It's like Evangelion with Gurren Lagann's visuals. Yes,
and that's the fucking core problem, is that they didn't bring the elements of Trigger that make them unique and cool. It is from this first episode, without having seen any of the rest of it, it's like, wow, they got rid of the whimsy and humor that Trigger typically brings to his show in service of just stealing things from Evangelion.
I mean, they had Kisniver. That wasn't a funny show. They had, they don't... It's not like... I don't think every show they do has to have the same personality. No.
And it was honestly starting to wear a bit thin. But, I and the thing is that I didn't even dislike this first episode at all. It's just there would be shots that would just completely pull me out of it. Where I'm like, that is, I've seen Evangelion enough to know exactly what image they're pulling from, or specific themes, and I don't know what Trigger is bringing to the table here that is uniquely Trigger anymore, other than the look, which they've done before.
Yeah, I mean, it does look very nice. I was watching this, I was like, oh, this one at least looks good. It looks so much better than everything else airing this season. Yeah. This is the director of Idolmaster. And I guess he wrote some of it too. This isn't like one of the Trigger guys. This isn't fucking Yo Yoshinari or fucking what's his face, panty and stocking guy. That's gonna kill me. Hold on. Imaishi. It's just this guy, and it's, first of all, it's extremely cheesy. There's all these speeches about birds. They give the same speech about birds twice,
but from different perspectives. Whoa!
But they say the same things, and I don't know. So yeah, it's a school. They pilot the mechs, and there's a boy there, and he finds an injured bird in the dome, and they're talking in the school, and there's some kind of curse at someone. I don't know, rumors. And then there's a girl with horns who's getting transported there, and she escapes and goes swimming, and he finds her, and he's like, whoa, naked girl. And it's again, it's very cheesy. He's just like, she jumps on him. He's like, in that moment, I Devin's titties. It's
You've never seen no naked ladies before.
Also, dynamic letterboxing. What? Did you notice that?
I did.
That's kind of weird. It's new. I'm not against it. It's kind of weird. But Horns Girl has a partner that wears the mask. I don't know why he wears the mask.
Oh.
And there's an entrance ceremony with a bunch of big hat dudes. I do kind of I like the way it looks. Like the aesthetic at least isn't that cliche. It's like very big, clean, wide open, sci-fi. I don't know.
It's like they took Kill la Kill and put it in the horrible desert from Evangelion 3.33. It's bare. It's like it's a school in the middle of a wasteland.
Sure.
Which allows them to build very, very large structures.
And I was kind of confused. I couldn't find. Was this whole episode in chronological order, or was there weird time stuff going on? Because it was confusing.
There's a flashback at one point.
Because he meets her, and she leaves with her new partner, and then he's quitting, and his partner's upset, but then his partner acts like she's the one that's leaving, and he's like, hope you find a good partner. But I was like, wait, I thought he quit. I thought he was leaving the school. Did you get it?
I got it.
What was it?
I can't repeat it. Then it loses its impact.
What the fuck? Just tell me.
Look, man. It was now that you bring up the fact that he's going to his entrance ceremony, now it makes me question it, because I'm like, I thought this stuff that he's going through with his old partner was in the past. But I guess that would be impossible, because he wouldn't be able to go to his entrance ceremony after he'd already been piloting. But maybe he's transferring to this school or some bullshit.
They show him failing a test, and then that's like, and that normally would be, he's out, but he has some kind of special permission because of some kind of nepotism, but he wants to leave anyways. But I don't know why, because his partner is the one she's taking an elevator, and I don't get it.
Let's talk about the bad robots.
Let's
talk about the angels.
There's only one robot, angel. They're called. The subs had them as the Klaxosaurs.
They're very ridiculous. They're mostly body with little tiny legs.
Yeah, I swear,
this one was
that facial.
That facial structure is from Evangelion, motherfucker. That is the Evangelion that Toji pilots. That is that Eva. It is that face. It's that mouth. Hold on.
Is that Unit 3?
Eva Unit 3. Hold on. Yes, there are specific shots that are like, it's that teeth structure right when the mouth, like the fucking. I thought the Klaxosaur was gonna open its mouth like Eva 3, and because there are shots that are exactly like that when that like.
I feel like it's something else. I feel like it's a Gurren Lagann thing. Like is it a Gunman thing?
It's an Eva. I swear to fucking God, it's an Eva.
I'm looking at pictures of Unit 3. It doesn't look like that.
Hold on. There's one shot in particular.
No. I'm thinking of something.
I swear to God, it's in the teeth. I swear to you, it's Evangelion.
No, because it doesn't. Because the teeth aren't. No, it's definitely not. No.
No. For my kingdom, I would bet my kingdom on it being from Evangelion. There are shots there's one shot in particular where we get a close up of that's a profile of the face of the Klaxosaur.
It's not one shot. No, I'm thinking of a more. No, it's.
I will fucking go into this episode.
No, I mean it's more like this guy from Gurren Lagann, or like I think it's just a very Gurren Lagann design. It looks exactly like those robots with the sharp chin. And
it's specifically the mouth.
Yeah,
that gets me.
It's Gurren Lagann. Yeah, it's definitely Gurren Lagann.
It ain't Gurren Lagann. It ain't. Totally, it's Evangelion.
It totally is. No, it's Gurren. It's Gurren Lagann. 100%.
Nah, son.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
It's oh god, I gotta find the shot. It's not important. Either way, it looks like things that have already happened.
Yes.
Which is like, well, what the fuck is this even bringing to the table then? Can you give me a thing from this that is unique to this show? I'm not saying that everything
really
has to
nice.
be completely original. You know, like I'm like, obviously Evangelion drew heavily from its predecessor, same with Gurren Lagann. But like, I left this feels like the worst episodes of Kill la Kill, where I just left feeling like this is all flash and there's no substance. Like I didn't leave feeling fulfilled in any way.
Maybe they've just figured. It has been a while since we had an Evangelion analog. Like, it's just taken that where it's a mech show, but it feels like there's stakes. It feels like shit can go down, and Evangelion kind of has monopoly on that. Maybe it's trying to take it back because it just feels dire in a way that most mech shows don't. I guess.
Maybe I'll have real egg on my face by like episode 8.
Yeah,
this is gonna be a
turn it
24
around.
episode show, so it could be something real.
I don't know if it's 24, man.
It is 24 episodes. I just looked it up.
Oh yeah, shit.
This first episode does not instill me with a feeling of awe that I feel like I should be getting if they're aiming for those kind of heights. Because it's dramatic. Like I would not go so far as to call it humorless, but it's pretty straight faced for a first episode. Like. They're not playing all the cards here, and there is going to be humor later on, but it seems like it's going to be a pretty dramatic show. I just don't feel it. There's something off in the pacing, and Hero is already kind of. I don't know what his arc is going to be. Maybe it's just going to be him learning to to meld with the other lady
because
pilot.
he's like quitting, and then at the end of this episode, he's just like, it's fine piloting if horn girls.
It's like he has like half of the arc of Shinji in the first episode of Evangelion,
right?
Where Shinji sees Rei, and he's like, oh my god, I gotta pilot that Eva, even though I'm not ready. Hero is so much more advanced as an individual and is like so much more well versed in the world than Shinji is in that moment that it doesn't really resonate because he's already piloted with somebody. So like what is he committing to? I don't understand. It's
he's committed to big old titties is what he's committing to. Mechs are powered by kisses or something, then they transform into big titty ladies.
I would really love to be wrong.
The end of this episode is very not serious. It's a lot more triumphant and fun than your standard Evangelion. Like
this is where the end of the episode. I was as with the drinking show. I was saying out loud to myself, "Nice, because they kiss and that powers the unit." I'm like, okay, now we're talking.
Just
like now
in a world of nice.
We're doing something right, and then it starts flinging the Klaxosaur all over the place. I'm like, all right, nice. Like this is we're turning things around here. Like I'm seeing more of that trigger spark.
Maybe it's like Evangelion but healing. Or it's like the setup of Evangelion, but instead of ending with existential crisis, drama, depression, it's just like, actually, we're gonna make it, buddy. We're going to pull through, and then our mechs are going to turn into big titty ladies.
Maybe. The ending of the episode, it did end on a high note for me. The choreography is good.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm holding Trigger to a significantly higher standard than I'm holding any of the other. This is the for me, like, this is the show I'm looking out for. And there are high expectations that they will be difficult to meet, but I'm like, you're the studio of the moment for me is Trigger, so I can't they're the KyoAni of like 5 years ago, you know what I mean? Where I'm like, okay, what are they going to drop? Like, what is the next iconic thing that they're going to make? And obviously, it's head and shoulders above a lot of the other stuff we watched this season.
Yeah, they're the second. They are one of two studios with like a personality who make things.
So anything less than excellence, it gives me worry. But if this wasn't a Kiwani product, or not a Kiwani, I'm sorry. If this wasn't a Trigger production, I wouldn't be as critical. But I expect greatness from them. So.
I mean, Trigger has made bad things.
I know. But like I'm like, they've made bad things, but like I expect them to still be able to reach really high highs. You know what I mean? I have high expectations from them, and I see like elements of this that could be good, but they need to be able to put their own stamp on it and make something that is uniquely Trigger and not just a facsimile of things I've already seen. Otherwise, I'll be somewhat disappointed. And I know I say things like I'll say every season like I'm gonna watch this, and then I don't get around to it. I feel like I'm obligated to because this is Trigger, and I'm like I see where this could go. But I do intend to watch the show at least until I'm like this is all hope is lost here. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I don't know. Not super in love with the first episode, but it's significantly better than most other things. So,
yeah.
Thanks for letting me ramble and say the same thing 5 times.
It's cool.
It's alright.
It's alright.
And I think the thing that I had the most positive impression of was the show about girls drinking.
Jesus. You have a problem.
At least this part. But again, expectations are high. So.
All right. Well, that's it.
What was your? I didn't really get a chance to hear. You just had the same impression as I did. I was like, hey, it's like there's a lot of other things they're ripping. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I don't know. I'll keep watching it.
That's fucking Winter 2018, but we gotta watch Devilman Crybaby.
Yeah, we probably should. I don't know. I don't know if we'll do anything on it.
We could at least make it like a postscript on the next episode. Are we gonna do? Let's talk about Index Baby Part 2.
We should do that at some point. Yeah.
Do you want to do? We could even do like a mini episode where it's like 20 minutes of us talking about Devilman.
Well, should we watch all of Devilman?
Do you want to watch all of Devilman?
I'm busy, man. I don't know.
You can say no. We could watch the first episode.
I need to watch it at some point. Let's just, when we get around to watching it,
I'll put it on my list of things to watch. I'll probably have it, if it's as good as I would hope, I'll have it done by...
It's gotta be amazing. Everyone's going nuts over it, and it's Yuasa. Oh, it's probably so good.
But I feel like by the time we've watched it, the discussion will be over.
Yeah, but... Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. All this discussion was over for fucking Mind Game.
Sure, yeah. Because there was no discussion. No one's seen that.
It's good, damn it!
It is good.
Yeah. Devil May Cry Baby. I mean, what was the last serialized thing he put out? Probably just Ping Pong, right?
He made the. I assume he directed the Tatami Galaxy spin-off movie.
Okay, but like it's a new property.
I mean, yeah, Ping Pong was, I guess, that last one.
I mean, those are some fucking expectations there. Ping Pong's one of the best goddamn things I've ever seen. So
Kick Heart, I don't know. It's fucking.
Fuck, Ping Pong's so good.
Lou Over the Wall? What is that? Is that a movie? Oh. I should watch that. Why haven't I heard of this?
107 minutes? It came out May 19th, 2017.
Someone's got to sub that. I need to watch everything by Yuasa. I'm gonna
He's the master.
He's the master. Time to watch. What else?
Well, that's like winter 2018. I don't know if I'm ready to stop talking yet.
That's it.
I don't know. I feel like this was, in spite of how much mediocrity this was a better season. There wasn't as much stuff that made me want to gouge out my eyeballs.
Yeah, it wasn't awful, I guess. It's been so long. I don't know. Spent an entire month. Now I gotta get these episodes out. We've recorded 3 episodes without me putting them out now. By the way,
people haven't even heard episode 3. That was a goodie.
Have they even heard 2?
Yeah, 2's out.
Oh, okay. Well, thank goodness for that.
Well, wow. There's a lot of anime. Pop Team Epic. I watched episode 2 of that.
Nice.
It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, yeah, that show's good.
It's that's really, really excellent. I don't know. Do we want to go straight into let's talk about Index, baby?
We'll have to figure that out offline, off recording, because I don't.
That probably makes sense to do just based on time, but like.
It might.
Well, yeah. Did you watch the new Nanatsu no Taizai?
Not yet. No.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We already talked about what that show is.
Yep.
It is known.
That's it. Winter 2018.
First episode of the season goes to Takunomi.
There you go. Wait, which one's that?
That's the beer drinking.
Oh, of course.
Girls.
Yeah. All right. You heard it here first.
Boom.
Are you ready? Are you ready? It's all over. Are you ready to end it all?
Whoa! I bought the whoa. I bought another Junji Ito book. Fuck!
Well, that's it.
Oh,
goodbye.
Shit. Oh, well, that's it then.
Thanks for reiterating.